Hello, hello, all my yarny friends. It's Teresa with Critters Crochet. Happy Thursday. Wow. Yesterday was something else. Um, Mom had her eye appointment and they have found out she had cataract surgery on both eyes back in 22. So it's been about 3 years since she's had her cataract surgery on both eyes. And the cloudiness is returning from the cataract surgery. That is why she can't see. So they have scheduled her to go see a eye doctor um, that performs the surgeries. And what it is, it's just laser surgery. He said each eye would take between 30 seconds and 2 minutes. They do it with a laser. It's no big deal. And sorry, something in my eye. So she is going the end of this month for a consult with the doctor that's going to do the surgery, and then they will schedule her date for that. So then once she gets that done, she will go back to her optometrist and he will do an eye exam to see if her prescription needs to be changed. He doesn't feel like it will because he's pretty sure the laser will take care of her issues. But just in case he wants to double check after she recoups from the laser procedure, then they will double check and make sure if she needs to have her prescription changed or not. So good news, great fix, and she's good to go. But she had her new washer and dryer delivered. We got all that done. And yeah, it was just a long day sitting there waiting on them to get to her house with the new washer and dryer. So a lot happened yesterday. I was so exhausted. I didn't wake up till 8 o'clock this morning. I never sleep that late. So that was like, whoa. I knew I was tired, but I must have really been tired. Um, so today is Throwback Thursday. And I worked on a pattern where I'm going through my work basket books, and I worked on a pattern out of this book, and it's called the Granny Placemat and Coaster. I did not make the coaster, did not have time. It probably wouldn't have taken that long, but I just made the placemat, and now it's a black and white picture. It does not show colors, and the pattern does not designate a certain color. So I just chose, y'all, since it's from 1979, this is the March 79 issue. I just went back to what I used on my 70s Decade Divas outfit and I pulled those colors out. So here's my placemat. Ta-da! This is it. And it's so funny how you put just this one little bit of color right in the middle and then you have all this. I followed the pattern. I did what it said. But if I was making this again, I would not have this color in here. This to me just goes, what? And I don't like it. I would have done it in the yellow to start with and just had the yellow and gray in there. But there's my placemat anyway. So, these items, I don't know how they're going to work, but my plan is to put all of these to the side in its own little bin, and then I can go through them for next year. This is helping me get things done um, for the fair in August next year. So this is going to go in the fair box, my first one. And so now, guys, I'm going to need your help. I want you to help me decide which pattern I should do next. Let's see. I've got another one in this same book that I thought I'd show you. Okay, so here's what we can choose from, and I want you to tell me in the comments which one I should do next. They call it the Hosiery Accessory Organizer, but you could put anything in here. And I could modernize it with modern colors. So there's that organizer. I could do that one for next Thursday. Um, this pattern is out of the 1976 work basket, and it is a hat. They call it a head warmer, which I think is hilarious. It's a hat. So I could do that one. And then I have the 1978 work basket, and it has it's called a decorative muffler. It looks like a scarf to me, but you know, right here, this scarf. And like I said, this is all black and white, so I'll pick whatever. You might even tell me what color you think I should do with these. So there's the scarf. And the July of 79, they had this pattern for this hat, mother daughter hat, but I could just make one. So the hat. So you let me know in the comments. The hat, the scarf. Which one should I work on, and what color should I use? This hat, or the organizer. Okay, those are the choices. Let me know in the comments which one I should do, and that's the one I'll work on for next Thursday. So, a little added bonus, I'm going to tell you a story today. I was watching Lori's Stories in Crochet, and she was telling, she tells a story. If you follow her, if you watch her channel, she tells a story before she does any of her, at the beginning of her videos. Well, she was telling this, I don't know if it was yesterday or day before, one of her videos this week. She was telling a story about, I think it was her Tuesday video, not really sure. But anyway, she was telling a story about how they were playing hide and seek and she fell. You'll have to go back and watch the video to see it. And it made me think of a story of when when I was little and we were still living in Ohio at the time. Let's see. We moved from Ohio to Tennessee when I was almost 11. We moved in the summer, and I was 10 years old in that summer, and I turned 11 in October. So it was just a few months before my 11th birthday that we moved to Tennessee. So at the time, oh, sorry, did it freeze up a little bit? Anyway, at the time, hold on a second, guys. I don't know what's going on with my computer. Let me see what's happening here. Okay, sorry about that. It's freezing up on me. At the time of this story, I was probably 7 or 8 years old. Okay. Well, where we lived. We had family friends that every so often they would come over, um, and they would get together with my parents, and they'd sit in the at the kitchen table, and they'd get together and play cards. Mom would make snacks and have something to drink, and they would come over and play cards, and all of us kids would play. We might play outside. Our house had a big basement. We'd go down in the basement and play. Just, we just played while they played cards. And there was probably 2, 4, 6 of us, I guess. And 6 or 8 of us, I can't remember exactly. But anyway, one night they're playing cards. And mom noticed, when mom tells the story, she tells this part every time. My mom noticed, and some of the other moms, a couple of other moms that were there, they noticed that they thought we were all playing which we were playing in the basement, but they noticed that we were coming up from the basement, but they never saw us going down to the basement. And they started wondering, how are they coming up from the basement when we never see them go downstairs to the basement? Here's where the story begins, and you guys are probably going to figure this out as I'm telling it. But we had a two-story house, upstairs, main floor, and then the basement. The laundry room was in the basement. And at the top floor, from the top floor down to the basement, we had a laundry chute. Now, if you young people are watching and you don't know what a laundry chute is, let me tell you, in our upstairs bathroom, there was a door. It was a closet door that had, and you opened it up, and there was shelving, but right in the middle was an opening, just a square opening, and that was the laundry chute, and it was a square compartment, and it had this metal tube that went down, and it went all the way down to the basement. And if you were upstairs in the bathroom, you could put your laundry after taking a shower or whatever, your dirty clothes, your towels, whatever, you put them in that laundry chute, and they would fall down to the and make a pile in the basement. So all of us kids had the most brilliant idea that that would be like a slide. Yeah. We we went through, mom had not done laundry, so there was quite a bit of laundry downstairs. We piled as much of that laundry in a big pile as we could right under the laundry chute. I can't believe we did this. Right under the laundry chute, we made this big pile of laundry. Now, this is a metal laundry chute, and the basement is a concrete floor. You see where I'm going with this? So we made the big pile. Now, a few stayed downstairs, a couple of us stayed downstairs to watch, and we would take turns upstairs. Two or three would help the person to get in the closet, and we would slide ourselves down that laundry chute onto the pile of clothes in the basement. Y'all, I've been back to that house since becoming an adult. I've been back to that house that we used to live in. The people that live there now allowed me and my friend to just walk through the house. She was glad to let us do it and just reminisce. Y'all, that, I'm telling you, that laundry chute, okay, this, I don't know, it couldn't have been, it couldn't have been much bigger of a square than this. I mean, it was not that big. And I don't know what kept us from either getting stuck in it, breaking breaking a bone, or worse. So mom said when she figured out that when she figured out that kids were coming upstairs, but they never saw anybody going down, they thought they'd better check this out. And mom walks into the bathroom right about the time my my youngest sister, she would have been, if I was 8, she was probably 5. Mom walked into the bathroom just as one of us had my sister, and we went down head first. They held on to our feet and dropped us into the chute. So mom walks in just as, I don't even remember who had her, just as one of us had a hold of my sister's feet and let her go and dropped. Mom, she said, I screamed. I thought that was the last time I was ever going to see my child. She went flying down to the basement, and Kathy was fine. My sister, she landed in the laundry. She was laughing. We were all having a big time. But that little game was put to a stop real fast. And that's the kind of stuff we did as kids, y'all. I'm not kidding you. Ah, yeah, it's a wonder. It's a wonder one of us didn't get seriously injured or worse. It was bad. But you know what? We had fun. So, Lori, that's my story. Oh, I just made a rhyme, and I didn't even mean to. But Lori, that's my story of my fall and falling, if you could call it, and what we did. And you told that story the other day, and it made me think of that, and I just had to share it with everybody. So I hope that story has made your day. Um, I am going to get off of here and get a bunch of crocheting done because I've got a lot coming up and I've got a lot of crocheting to finish. So I hope you all have, I'm going to finish the cardigan today for a customer, and excuse me, I'm so sorry. I'm going to get a cardigan finished today. I got a call from a friend that wanted a pumpkin, and those don't take any time to make. So I'm going to get that pumpkin made today and get busy on some Christmas stuff. So I will talk to you guys. I have some fun Happy Mail that's come in. So tomorrow's video, I'm going to be showing you some happy mail that's coming, and I'll give you updates for next week for what I have planned for next week. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day today. Have an amazing Thursday. And I hope you get to relax some. I hope you get some crocheting done. And yep, I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Have a great day, guys. Love you lots. Oh, the channel is back down to 1,987. The numbers are up, going up and down, up and down. I don't know what's going on, but I want to get to 2,000 so bad. And the numbers just keep going up and down and up and down, and it's driving me insane. So we'll get there. But just so you know, we're back down to 1,987. So we now need 13 people to hit 2,000. So thanks to everyone who has been sharing my channel. I've been seeing posts from some of you talking about me trying to reach my goal and asking your friends to subscribe. I appreciate that so much. Make sure you're watching the Decade Diva videos. They're coming out every Tuesday and every Saturday this month and in October. And yeah, let's get Critters Crochet to 2,000. I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye bye.